Okay, so hi, welcome guys. So tonight is our bi-weekly team call. Last week we talked about vision as a, on an off week. And so if you guys haven't made your vision boards yet, I would love for you to do that. We used canva.com. You can also use PicMonkey. And I really would strongly urge you to make it the background of your computer because vision is so important. So just a side note, I'd love for you all to write in the chat what personal development you're doing right now. I'd love to see what you guys are all doing and we can see who's doing what. And then we can kind of get some ideas from there. So I actually made a PowerPoint so my scatterbrain mind kept on task. So I'm just going to go right into it. We are talking about January prep. And the Healthbet that's happening again in January, and Elite and Premier. Another really cool thing I did was I have Craig Coyler, who is our corporate mentor for the Southeast region for 6-star diamonds and above, and he's actually going to go live sometime early next week during the day in our team page, and I will get the date and time for you. But the cool thing is it's going to be live, and so you can watch the playback later. So I'm going to talk about Elite and Premier, but he's also going to go live and talk about that too. So, all right. I ran the Success Club report today, and guys, it is not looking so hot. So we need to pick it up. Congrats to Tanner being Success Club 12. We've got so many people that are so close. So, oh, what's happening here? Oh, those are where those text boxes were going. So I was like trying so hard to add text boxes that I couldn't find them. So look at all the people that have, 2 and 4 Success Club points. You're so close. So just keep pushing. And I have some tips for, really just letting you know, like, this is how you're going to be successful in December. And also, just think about it. You need to make it a goal to just help 3 people a month, non-negotiable. You need to help 3 people a month because you're going to get your shakes paid for that way. And also, it's the end of the year and we're pushing for Elite, and the more volume that you can drive, the more people you can help, the more Success Club points you can get, the better our team ranking is going to be. So we are pushing for top 100. Right now we're at 110. So every single life you change is going to be, just also helping our team ranking, which is really, really exciting. So out of like 400,000 teams, we're like 110, which is crazy. Okay, so January prep. Just talk about it every day. I've seen so many of you are posting, dates 26 done, day 5 done, and you're talking, but it's not just like a sweaty selfie and people are like, okay, cool. You're answering, you're doing something motivational, inspiring, whatever. And people know every day they can go to your post and have some type of motivation on your wall. And they know that you're getting your workout in. So, and it also helps you stay accountable. Like you don't want somebody to scroll through your page and say that you did day 5, 10 days ago and you haven't made another post since. Like, where were you on day 6, 7, 8, 9? So, make sure you're showing up every day, talking about your workout. What day will your challenge group start in January? And what will you call it? So I want you to, you can go to like calendars.com or freecalendars.com and print off something and then write everything in. That's what I did. I don't even think I have it with me, but I wrote everything in for October, November, December when I was prepping for baby. And I knew every day what day my free group was starting, what day my challenge group was starting, what day to post about it. And that's what you need to do. And you need to treat this like a business and not just be like, oh crap, I think I'll start a group next Monday. So mine is going to start January 9th officially, and January 2nd is going to be a prep week. What's a prep week? I'm going to talk about meal prepping. I've been kind of polling my current challengers, asking them what they want, and they really want more focus on meal prep for busy people. So I'm just going to go live in there every day with a little tip. Try to change it up because sometimes my posts that I have already pre-made just kind of get like lost and forgotten about. So I'm just going to go live, and every day is going to be a different tip. What will you do to set your challenge group apart? I'm going to do weekly prizes for posting videos, engaging with others. I really am going to try to maybe do like a buddy system and pair like 2 or 3 people up so they have to tag each other as they post so they can try to keep people accountable. And weekly live check-in. So I'm going to check in live every week and maybe even offer like a weekly Zoom call or something with my challengers. Last December, I did that when we were launching Hammer and Fit oh my God, hammer and chisel. And we had a really big success with that, with people hopping on our, I think we had it twice in that month, Zoom with just our challengers. And it was a lot of fun. They asked questions and things like that. So get creative and be sure to do that. Or you can, within your challenge group, you can actually create an event, and it's private to only people in your challenge group. And so then you could like go live in that event and they would get notifications for it, whatever you care to do. All right. How will you promote it in December? Talk about the last time ever it will be offered at this price, because so many things are on sale for $140, and I'm not going to totally spill the beans, but basically we are not going to have specials. There is something really cool that's happening instead. I can't tell you until Monday. It'll be announced on the National Wake Up Call, but it's going to be really, really big and really cool for our business. But you can tell people it's going to be the last time ever that it's going to be offered at $140, the 21-day fix and things like that. So it's definitely a cool way to say last chance ever to get in this awesome special deal. Chance to win the money with Healthbet, talk about your results. And if you don't have results yet, you need to get them. So day 1 to day 30, you need to stick it out, share your clients' non-skill victories, document your journey, ask for referrals from current clients, go balls to the wall. You know what people do to be successful in this business? It's not brain surgery. They talk to people every day. They talk to a lot of people. The more people you talk to, the more people are going to say yes. The more people that are going to say no, and that's okay too, because you're feeling forward. I would rather you get 10 no's than one yes, because I know that every time you get a no is means that you're talking to more people. So don't be afraid to talk to people. Talk to everybody. Go for the invite. If you need to resort to our scripts, take screenshots, send it to your upline, ask them how to help you. Don't think that you have to figure it all out on your own. Don't recreate the wheel. Don't make it into something it's not. Let us help you and go invite people. It's just a matter of saying, girl, I don't know if you're interested or not, but I just love your post. I think you're so fun. I think you would just be such a great addition to our fitness and nutrition bootcamp. I actually am starting another one on January 9th. And I think that I would just love for us to keep each other accountable. Would you want to join me? Or if you're following up with somebody, hey girl, I know we talked a while ago and I just am so looking forward to, hopefully connecting and keeping each other accountable in January. I've been saving you a spot. So what do you say? Are you ready to do this? I did this yesterday to 3 people, and 2 people were like, yes, I'm in, let's do it. And one was like, oh, I really can't, but can you think of me in February? So, even if they say they're not going to say yes, it's like, oh, that's so sweet of you for thinking of me. All right. Also, what free group will you run? I'm just wrapping up a crockpot group I'm running. It was super laid back. I didn't even really do much prep for it. I made them send me a crockpot group and post it to the wall of the group for them to be entered. And half of the reason why it's so successful is people are commenting on other people's recipes. So I made them, do some of my work by posting in the wall recipes and stuff. And that was a lot of fun. I just had somebody go live every day with a crock pot meal they were making. Free clean eating, workout group, shake sampler group, whatever it is, just do something, because you want to be able to that's how you get people in the door. When you post about something free, those people that are skeptical are going to say, me, because people love free. So that's why you want to get people in and have them tag a friend to join or something like that. And that's how you just get more people to add to your network to follow up with. And don't forget to go for the ask. Don't just run a free group and then be like, thanks for joining us. You need to invite them. They need to have something to continue on. It's not like, cool, this was fun. Make sure that you are telling them what their next step is and just ask them. Don't add anybody and not follow up with them on that 5th day. They need to have a message from you. Say, girl, I had so much fun with you. I hope you really enjoyed our crockpot group. I know you made the, spicy avocado whatever, and it looked so good. I can't wait to try that. Are you ready to join? Have you thought about joining us for our January fitness and nutrition bootcamp? I'd love to have you. I think you'd be perfect for it. What do you say? Something like that. You have to go for the ask. All right. So share daily tips and share takeaways from your personal development, even in your team page, but also do it on your, Facebook. Share something you took away from your personal development in your Facebook. Somebody on your newsfeed needs to see that. And as people like it and comment, those are kind of like okay, I need to look at this person because they could definitely be a good coach. Motivate, inspire people, share your story, and just be real and vulnerable. And that's, just what you're going to do for January. So I would love for you to get your planner out or print out a calendar, write everything down, know where everything starts, know also when you're going to post about what, share with your team, pick a success partner, or, you know, a coach or two, and figure out a way to make it work. And, you know, don't feel like you have to run it all together. And if you're a newer coach, ask your upline coach about what challenge group they're running so you can be added to it. You do not have to start that right away. All right, January Healthbet. So the Healthbet we ran in September was super successful. People had a ton of fun. Beachbody put in, what was it, like $1 million, and then for every $5 for a challenge pack, or they donated $5 for every challenge pack. So after it was all said and done, people ended up with like $16 and some cents, but just for checking in every day. So it made them be accountable. They had to drink their shake. They had to log their workout. So here's how it's going to work. They have to log a minimum of 5 Shakeology with their photos. It's not just like strawberry Shakeology. It has to be a photo. And tell them, it doesn't say anything about editing, but last time they said don't edit it except for if you're editing it in the Challenge Tracker app, because there's ways to edit it in there. So My Challenge Tracker is an app they'll download on their phone. They'll log in. They'll log 5 photos of Shakeology, and they'll log 3 workouts. They don't need a photo with that during each of the 4 weeks. So you can see on the bottom, January 9th to 15th, January 16th to 22nd, yada, yada, you get it. Now, what some people do is they just pick like an arbitrary date to start it. Don't do that. I would highly suggest you start it on a Monday, because the app goes from the day you start to the day it ends. So if you're just like, oh, I'll start it a few days before this, January 7th, then that's you starting it on a, what is that, a Friday? Whatever, like a Friday to, your group runs like a Friday to Thursday, and then it kind of makes people confused. You don't want your group to start on a Wednesday, because the tracker is going to go from that week that you started. And this qualification is going from the Monday to Sunday. So always start your tracker on a Monday, so people aren't like, well, it says I have 3 this group, I have 3 photos this week. Yeah, but that was from the challenge tracker starting on a Wednesday, not your Monday to Sunday week. So I hope that makes sense. Whatever you do, start it on a Monday. You get to create your challenge tracker. If you just go to your website, and then where you see Coach Online Office, Previous Office View, there's a challenge tracker portal, and you can go there, and there's a video on how to watch it and everything. So, or you could just type in Beachbody Challenge tracker, and you'll see it on Google. You could Google it, and the portal thing will come up that you can go to it. So you can watch a video and see how to do that. Super easy. So yeah, January 9th to February 5th. I would say do January 2nd. That's the week before, just so you're good to go. And then I also would say run it past the 5th, just because you want to make sure you have a couple extra days. Just because I know that in the past, some people have, talked about that their challenge tracker ended early accidentally, because they said it would run like 30 days, and they started the group early and then it ended early. And once their group ends, you can't extend it. So those people that didn't get their pictures in were disqualified, and that coach was like screwed, and their customers were upset. So I'm going to tell you, do January 2nd as the start date, and maybe just say it lasts 60 days. You can change the end date later, but I would rather it just go longer, so that you're, in there and for sure have met all the expectations. So just let me know if you have any questions about that. Let's see. Danielle said I had people all messed up because they were following the tracker apps. Yeah, not the Monday. Yeah, so I'm just learning from experience, because I think that was my issue too. So you want to make sure it starts on a Monday to save yourself a headache. Okay, so how does it work? Beachbody's putting in $1 million, and then for every challenge pack from October 31st to December 31st, Beachbody will add $5 to the $1 million pot. So it's a guaranteed of at least $2 million up to $3 million. So one, they must be a participant to win the pot. They have to download the app, accept the invite, and then they must have their valid name, email address, and shipping address on record, because they're going to actually mail the check. So if it's not your good address, you're not going to get it. Qualification 2, log 5 Shakeology uses with a photo. Each log must be accompanied by a Shako photo. Participant does not need to be in the photo. And I just copied this all from FAQ. So if you need, what did I say this was? This is FAQ 1492. If you ever need to go back and see. The logged photos of your Shakeology can be on its own, your Shako preparation on its own, or one of you preparing or consuming it. So whichever one. And then all Shakeology uses must be logged no later than 11:59 Pacific time on the last day of each qualification week. So if you're Eastern time, you get a little extra leeway, but you have to log them. So make sure you log them by Sunday night. All right. And then same thing with 3 workouts, except this one does not have to be a photo. It's just you logging your workout, like cardio fix done, whatever. Okay. So are there any questions so far with that? Okay. So now I'm going over Premier and Elite, and I would love for you guys to post just kind of, if you have a question as I'm doing it. It's really hard for me to see the chat. I'm not sure what's happening. But if there's anything in particular you're concerned with, post in the chat. And if somebody in the chat can't answer you, then feel free to just stop me if you're like, okay, none of this makes sense because I don't understand what you're saying. So there's 2 really awesome achievements with Beachbody, Premier and Elite. And so we were a 2015 Elite team, and we're about to be a 2-time Elite team because we've achieved it this year as well. Tanner and her team are going to be a Premier team, which is really exciting for them. So they'll be a 2016 Premier team. I think she just needs a couple more points, but I'm already calling it because I know she's going to get it. So, and so let me talk about basically what you're going to look for. So FAQ 2989 for Premier and 2988 for Elite. If you guys have any questions, you can refer to that. So, okay, what is ATV? I'm going to talk about ATV really quickly first. Mac, quick, because I have, oh my gosh, hold on. I'm going to let him out. He's dying because somebody's coming in the door. Go. Go down. Sorry. Okay, so ATV is listed a couple times, and sometimes people aren't sure about that, and then that would confuse you altogether. So it's the total of all PV, which is personal volume, produced by the first 3 direct lines of sponsorship. So it's not your entire downline, it's the first 3. So, okay, so let's talk about Matt McDonald is one of my personally sponsored coaches, and Sarah Smith is under him, and so then Christine is under her. So Matt McDonald, Sarah Smith, and Christine could count towards me and my ATV, but none of Christine's coaches. So sometimes people think ATV is total everything, but it's just not. So 3 levels down. All right, so what is Premier? I am having so much trouble. There, my chat like disappears. So, okay, a program designed to reward coaches for continuously developing their business, blah, blah, blah. Basically, Premier means you're awesome and you're at least a 2-star coach and you have 135 elite points. So qualifications. You have to have 135 elite points. You have to be a paid 2-star diamond or higher once in December 2017. So at least 1 week in December of next year. You have to be paid, which means you have to qualify to be a star diamond coach for 6 weeks. So you can't just say, oh, I'm 2-star diamond qualified. That means you have 2 diamond coaches personally sponsored underneath you. You actually have to hold that for 6 weeks. So that's why when we tell you like it's important for you to hold it for 6 weeks as a diamond at least, I mean, you want to be diamond forever. It's one, it's making you like treat this like a business, and 2, it's benefiting your coach because you know that you're going to fight like hell to keep that because you're going to benefit them. But if you just hit it and say, oh, I'm diamond, and then lose it, that's not benefiting them. And it's also not making you a strong diamond. So your goal is to really just have that strong diamond and be able to, say, I didn't lose my diamond. And not that, I lost my diamond tons of times. I'm not saying it's, you're terrible if it happens. But you want to be focusing on building a strong business and not just like I signed my mom, my dog, my sister to get there. You want to be able to say, I have coaches that are working the business. And in the beginning, if you're, have some family members that helped you to get there, that's awesome. And that shows that you wanted it and you fought for it, but you want to be, duplicating the process. Okay. So for Premier, you have to advance 2 personally sponsored coaches to be a paid rank of diamond for the first time in 2017. And so these are new coaches. So if you had 2 coaches in 2016, and then, you still are only 2-star by the end of 2017, and they're the same diamonds for 2016, that does not help. They have to be new. They don't have to have signed up in 2017. They just have to be popped new diamonds. All right. So yeah, you have to do it at least 1 week in December. How to earn elite points. And even though I'm saying elite points, Premier and elite, Premier still goes by the same guidelines of elite points. So that's why they're still called elite points. All right. So for every 10,000 ATV, and like I said, that's the volume from the first 3 lines of your sponsorship earned in 2017 compared to that in 2016. So say you earned 100,000 ATV points in 2016, and you have 110,000 in, I don't know why I'm even doing fingers, that doesn't help, 110,000 in 2017, that's going to be 1 point, because you get 1 point for every 10,000 volume points more than you had the last year. So if this is confusing, please just comment in the chat, and there's people there to answer your questions. But basically your goal is to have more volume points in 2017 than you had 2016. And for every 10,000, you get 1 point. That's how you earn points. Okay, the next category. For every 500 PV produced by personally sponsored, for every 500 PV produced by personally sponsored coaches who enroll in 2017. So 500 PV, what does that mean? Well, they're buying their challenge back and they're hitting Success Club. That's going to help them. So basically, if you go and you look into your business and you can see what your volume points are, if you're hitting Success Club, you're going to be, hitting that 500 PV. So usually, unless you're just signing coaches, then you don't get, as much volume points for coaches. But basically, hitting Success Club every month is going to ensure that you're getting that, or if your coach is hitting Success Club every month, it's going to ensure that they're going to hit that 500 PV. And so you get a point for every 500 PV produced by that coach. For every 500 PV produced by new customers who enroll in 2017. So this has to be a new customer, and it's added together. It's not like 500 per customer. It's 500 total with all your customers. And so that's really cool. And this is a new thing that just was added for 2017, because before you did not get points for customers. So that's awesome, because Beachbody is wanting to, take some of the focus off of focus on coaches. And they want to, know that customers are just as important. So you're going to get volume points for that too, or elite points for that too. For each month, a personally sponsored coach enrolled in either this year or the year before. So for this year, it's 2016, 2015. For next year, it'll be 2017, 2016 coaches. If they hit Success Club, then you get a point. If you hit Success Club and they hit Success Club, you get 2 points for each coach that does that. So it's a no-brainer. You're going to hit Success Club, duh, if you're pushing for Elite or Premier. And so when each coach that's signed in either 2016 or 2017 hits Success Club, then you get 2 points for that month. So Success Club is from coaches from 2016, 2017 that signed on that year. The 500 PV for PS coaches is for that 2017 year. So that's the difference there. And if you have any questions, just let me know for this. So second CBC is also kind of confusing. Sometimes people ask about, well, does my second business center count? So what's a second business center? When you hit 2-star diamond, you can actually basically sign yourself up as a coach underneath you, which is awesome. It's called a second business center, and it's going to say April McDonald because I signed my second business center, but it's under my name. You get to pick where you're going to put it, and you can put it somewhere that's going to maximize your volume. So it's really cool because you can help out your volume, put it on your weak leg, your, maximize your cycle bonus, and you can also get it to diamond and give yourself another star, which is cool. So how do additional CBCs count? Well, they count towards elite points differently for each elite point type. So ATV, volume produced from the coach's own additional CBCs, will be counted. Coach PV, PV that a coach produces from their own additional CBC, will not be counted. And so that's PV that a coach produces from their own additional CBC. Yeah, so like if you order a Shakeology in your second CBC, that does not count towards that. Customer PV from customers from all business centers will be counted. So if you buy your own Shakeology from your second business center, that doesn't get counted. But if your second CBC is where you're putting your orders, which all of your orders usually go through your second CBC, because that's going to, and CBC is Coach Business Center, because that's going to generate your volume. So once I hit open my second CBC, all of my challenge pack orders went through there, because I want more volume under there. PS Coach Success Club, additional CBCs cannot qualify for SCs. They will not contribute. When I log into my second CBC, it still says 0 SC no matter what I am, or it says like C First Business Center or something like that. You do not, that unfortunately you do not count. If you can't get SC points there, and it counts towards that. So why do you want to be Premier? So you can be titled, I don't know why it says 2018. You can be titled, 2017 Premier Coach, on stage recognition at Summit. I don't know why this is all 2018. They screwed this up. 2017 Premier Apparel. They send you gifts all the time for Elite and Premier. And then you get 2 VIP floor seats at Summit, whatever year, and a reception at the Success Club trip, which is awesome. And all right, so now we're talking about Elite. And if you guys have any questions that were not answered for Premier, feel free to stop me and ask. But now we're moving on to Elite. This is the big guns. This is a 5-star diamond with 135 points. So Premier is 2-star diamond with 135 points. Also, I'd like to add that all of these do not have a cap. You can earn as many points as possible from these categories. ATV, 500 PV for coaches, 500 PV for customers, and personally sponsored Success Club. No cap on that. With Elite, there is a cap. And so this is where the cap is. So where it says, let's see, for ATV, the cap is 30. For 500 PV produced by PS coaches is 50. For 500 PV produced by new customers is 25. And for PS coaches with SC is 50. So that's what that means up there if you're confused. So there is a cap. All right, so Elite, you're a 5-star diamond. You have 135 Elite points, and you have to be a paid 5-star diamond at least once in December 2017. So basically you are going to, I understand why it's 2018. I'm sorry, I'm so dumb, because 2017, you're going to qualify for it. You're going to be a 2017 coach, but then in 2018 is when you're going to be celebrated for it. So sorry, that was my mind fart. Okay. Let's see. All right. So even though you're Elite, say for me, so I was 5-star last year, but I still had to, even if I was still only a 5-star by December, I still had to pop 2 new diamond coaches in 2016, which I did. So for Premier as well, you have to pop 2 new diamond coaches each year, even if you continue that. But hopefully you're not going to be, a double time Premier. You want to, push forward to be Elite. And some people skip Premier. I was never a Premier coach. I just went straight to Elite. All right. And then, so 5-star diamond, 2 personally sponsored new diamonds for the year, and paid rank of at least in December, and 135 Elite points. Very similar to Premier, except it's 5-star instead of 2-star. Same thing with points, so I don't think we need to go over that again. And this is FAQ 2988. All right, so this is new in 2017, which I'm really excited about. This is huge. This is going to help me a ton, I know, and I know that it'll help you guys as well. So for every PS coach that advances to 1-star up to 5-star in 2017, you get 25 points. This is just for rank in the company, like how they rank you, like we're 110 in the company. If I had a coach advance to 2-star, 3-star, that would give me 25 points. It does not add towards that 135 total Elite points, because you're going to still have to get at those 4 categories. This does not count for that. But for ranking and moving up in the company, this is huge. And I'm interested to see how this will actually change the top 10 and your top 200, because you can't just, you have to be showing that you're duplicating the process and really helping your coaches in this way. So it doesn't matter if they are, if they don't have to hit 1 star, if they're already, so, say Sarah's going to go into 2017 as a 2-star diamond. So it doesn't matter what she does, what she starts at. Every time she goes to a new star diamond rank, I'm going to get 25 points. No, just kidding, because Matt McDonald's going to get 25 points. But, technically, if she was my coach, I would get 25 points. So, and then if she went to 3-star, 25 points because she's 2-star. If she went to 4-star, another 25 points. When she goes to 5-star, another 25 points for a maximum of 125 points. So it only goes up to 5-star. You don't get 25 extra points if somebody's 6, 7, whatever. But you will get, 25 extra points for each additional star diamond rank they advance to, which is really cool. And I'm really excited for that. Also, if you have a PS coach that qualifies for the team leader rung for the first time in 2017, and it doesn't say like you have to hold it or anything. It's literally if they advance to team leader for the first time in 2017, you're going to get a point for it. So that's really cool. So 25 points for both of those. So let me see if there's a maximum. Oh, wait, no, you would only get 25 total. So there isn't going to be a max. Okay, so it says, for example, if a PS Diamond coach, so it's 2017 January, the PS Diamond coach then rank advances, sometime in 2017 to 3-star diamond, 75 points will be awarded to their coach because they went from diamond to 1-star, which is 25 points, 2-star, which is 25 points, 3-star, which is 25 points. So 75 points total. And it doesn't matter if they go straight from diamond to 3-star diamond. Sometimes people like qualify the same week and they, you had 3 diamonds hit on the same day. Sometimes, it will overlap like that. It doesn't matter if you went from diamond to 3-star, you're still going to get 75 points. It doesn't have to be different is what this is saying here. PS coaches do not need to hold their leadership ladder rung in December for these points to be awarded either. It just has to hit sometime in 2017. All right, so what is the ATV multiplier? We said before, ATV is the total of all PV produced by the first 3 direct lines of sponsorship. So 3 levels below you of coaches. So ATV multiplier is a way for coaches to increase their ATV and earn more elite points by advancing more diamonds than the minimum requirement. So your requirement for Premier is, requirement for elite is 5, but if you get more, you actually are going to multiply your volume, and that's going to give you more points basically. So ATV, if you advance 4 or 5 PS coaches to diamond in 2017, and then it will be increased by 10%, your total volume. So that's going to give you more elite points. And a lot of times people are waiting on that ATV to help them either hit enough to that 135 elite points. Or if you advance 6+ personally sponsored coaches to diamond, then it'll be increased by 20%. So this is all going to help you with those elite points. And diamonds must be paid at least once in December 2017. So it's not just like, oh, they popped sometime and they fell off. They have to be paid diamonds in December for that multiplier to be applied. So basically that's just saying like your ATV, a lot of times, sometimes it's hard. Like I have a crazy amount of volume. And so I think I didn't even hit where I was making points in the ATV category until October, because it took me so long to get there because I have so much. So, you just have to continue to duplicate and push forward and focus on duplication. That's the best way to overcome your volume. All right, so what are rewards for elite? Title of a 2017 elite coach, on-stage recognition at Summit, express line checkout of the court at Summit. I can't tell you, that was freaking awesome. I didn't have to wait in line. I got to have this awesome experience. We had a red carpet. They gave us champagne that I couldn't drink because I was pregnant. As we were walking down the aisle, I had that huge freaking poster with my, they were all Andy Warhol style. You walked through and you saw with, and they always do something special. Like last year they did a guitar with your name on it. This year they did a huge awkward poster that I still have no idea where I'm going to put, but it's a really cool thought. And then, who knows what they'll do this year. And they do gifts all year long. Like they did gifts at, I was at Summit. They did a special, award banquet at Leadership, which is for 5-star coaches. They did a lot of awesome gifts. I wasn't there, and they still mailed me a book that they made for us. So I missed out on some of the gifts because I couldn't travel because I was pregnant, but they do so much really cool stuff for you as Elite. I got a Elite Nike jacket, a book bag. I got so much stuff mailed to me just for being Elite. Also, corporate sent us flowers for hitting Elite that had Elite, Beachbody Elite stamped on the rose petals. It was just so cool. They just really just reward you so much with gifts. And if you like gifts, then hit Elite. Let's see what else. Oh, you get to register for Summit early. You get to register for the Success Club trip early. Elite evening at Summit, 2 VIP seats at general sessions, and the celebration. So you get to sit on the floor and not in the seats of the stadium, and you like are really close, and just kind of get like a red carpet treatment. Leadership retreat invite, and you get to sit in the Elite section at New Leader Conference. I got to sit in an Elite section. There's also a Premier section that you get to sit to. Let's see, Elite reception on the Success Club trip, and then you get an Elite bonus. This is where the really cool thing that happened for all your hard work is you get a $100 bonus for being Elite. If you're in the top 200, you get an extra $400 bonus, which is $500 a month. So last year we were in the top 200. So I have a $500 a month bonus every month this year. Next year, same thing. We're going to get it again. Yes, that is amazing. That is awesome. That is going to debt. That is something that I don't consider my regular income. So I put it to debt. And, it's just really cool to see that your hard work is also being rewarded. So that's definite motivation to hit Elite and to bust your butt and to be in the top 200. So I really, really know that a lot of you have the potential to do that this coming year, and I'm really excited for you guys. Okay, so you have to hit Success Club 5 and be a paid 5-star diamond or higher at least one bonus week in the month to get that bonus. So you can't just be like, okay, I hit Elite and then I'm a 4-star diamond because I lost a diamond and I'm not hitting Success Club. You're not going to get your bonus. So that is a disclaimer. You have to have that happen. All right. So, I don't think I see any questions in the chat. Does anybody have any questions? I know that was sometimes like mumbo jumbo for somebody that's like just finding out what Elite and Premier is. So I hope I did an okay job. I have a terrible like mind to speech thing that I usually stutter and don't say what I'm thinking. So I hope I didn't confuse anybody. Does anybody have any questions at all? Basically push for Elite, work your butt off, and help people. That's all. And honestly, like I'm going to have Craig go over stuff as well in our team page sometime, I think probably Monday or Tuesday. So you can have any questions for him, but I just wanted to try to put something together because I really kind of shy away from talking about it. And it's so embarrassing because honestly, it's because like, I literally like feel like I almost have like a speech impediment sometimes because when I'm trying to talk about things, the words do not come out right. So, questions from anybody on anything that we covered, because it was a lot of information.
April, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you surprised? Do you know the date for qualifying for leadership for next year at all?
Let me look it up real quick.
I could do that. I didn't know if you had it like super handy.
No, I don't mind looking it up because I should know it. So what was the qualifications point-wise? 60 points by what date this year?
I don't know.
Okay. I want to say it was like
June or July or something.
Yeah.
It's like around Summit, I would say, was the qualification.
Okay, leadership 2017. See if they have it yet. Yeah. Okay, one sec. All right, so it's in Vegas, November 2nd to November 5th. You have to be a lifetime 5-star diamond by September 30th and have a minimum of 20 Elite points by the 30th. To be a Oh, I didn't talk about.
September 30th?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's crazy. They pushed it back.
Mm-hmm. And they also did a new thing that you can bring a guest now. Did you guys know that?
I thought you could always bring one.
Only your spouse.
Oh.
And actually, no. I'm pretty sure you could bring your spouse, but like they couldn't like do anything. I'm pretty sure they couldn't like do a lot of stuff.
You still have to get them a ticket though, right? Like pay to get them a ticket or not?
No, because they're a guest. I can't figure out.
Okay. Because last year, if you were going to bring or this year, whatever, if you were going to bring a guest, you had to pay like a $250 ticket for them.
For leadership?
Mm-hmm. For your guest.
Okay.
Don't know why.
I think they have to be 1 star and above too.
Yeah. Okay. So to earn an invitation, so if you're a 5-star between, before 9:30, you are eligible to bring a qualified guest. So the qualified guest must be either a personally sponsored Star Diamond coach who is paid Star Diamond anytime between January and September 30th, or a spouse.
Here's looking at you, Christine. Get it, girl.
Spouse, partner, or significant other that shares the same household and is an active coach in the qualifiers coach business. Okay, so you don't have to actually be married. It can be a significant other that shares the same household. So if you're living with somebody and they're a coach, active coach. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, so if you have 60 points or you're an organization leader, you get a complimentary hotel room. And that was the same with 60 points. I think they added leadership ladder. I'm not sure if that was in there last year or not. So you get your free hotel. And if you have 60 points 60 points and an organization leader, then you get $300 travel cash. So 60 points or organization leader, you get your free hotel room. But if you have both, you also get a hotel room and $300 travel cash, which is paid in commission around the week of like November 16th, it said.
Cool.
Yeah, so you can actually get travel cash, which is really cool. So organization leader means you have 2 team leaders on your under you. PS.
Wow.
Yeah. That's all I'm waiting on for organization leader. I'm so sad that Sarah and Tanner are under Matt because
I'm not under Matt.
Oh, Sarah and Angela. Sorry. I just got y'all confused.